Yes, people, how are we doing? Welcome back to Ain Sports for the Premier League Game Week 4 review show. Josh is back. We're going to talk about the Premier League that happened on the weekend. Obviously, we are going to talk about the Manchester Derby. We're going to talk about Arsenal. We're going to talk about every team, every club that played. Chelsea dropping points. Liverpool scamming a last-minute winner. Obviously, that's what champions do.
Cheers, Hannibal. Yeah, great one.
Is that Hannibal Mejbri? Yep. Manchester United.
If there was
Cope.
any a moment to sum up Manchester United over the last 2 seasons, it was that. I'm sorry.
This guy, this guy was slide tackling people at Liverpool when we were 4-0 down, so I'm not surprised.
I know Gary Neville loved that, didn't he?
With Ralph Rangnick as manager, but yeah, obviously Spurs and such and such. But guys, first and foremost, make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys sub to the channel. If we do end the stream on 442, I'm doing a 442 football special show. So if you want that will be tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow. So guys, if you do sub, tune into that, the 442 show. And I'm also 9 subs away from 450 subs. So if you get me there, that's great. But 442 special if it happens tomorrow, we get to 442. But anyways, Josh, welcome back, bro. Premier League show, eventful weekend for a lot of our clubs, especially mine. But we'll get into that. How are you doing?
Well, Akivan, regarding our two clubs, opposite ends of the spectrum, in terms of the Premier League as a whole, I thought it was really poor. I mean, we were on the verge of 3 different 0-0 draws for the 3 o'clock kickoffs. Yeah, no, if not for Leeds' last minute own goal, we would have had 3 0-0 draws. If not for Hannibal Medri doing his best LeBron impression, it would have been 4 0-0s across this weekend.
Best what impression?
Best LeBron impression.
LeBron.
Yeah, sorry, not an NBA man, I might have mispronounced his name.
I heard LeBron. I had to ask you if I made sure it was true you said LeBron.
Well, basketball, you know how it is. But yeah, man, as an Arsenal fan, couldn't have gone much better. Obviously, as a Manchester United fan, Akivan, it was quite eventful in another way, but we'll get into it.
It was eventful. It was eventful, and that's where we're going to start. The Manchester Derby. If you don't mind, let me go first, because I spoke about it a lot. Let's get to who's coming first.
Check out the previous Red Army Ramp pod stream if you don't want to.
Yeah. I think in Mesh we didn't react like that, and the pen got given without the reaction. Rebel fans would have called the decision a farce.
No, honestly, you can't defend that. That was just such an idiotic thing to do. But we'll get into that. We've got the Manchester Derby to discuss first. I'm looking forward to this. I'm seated.
Of course you are.
Hey, come on. Come on. Hey, listen, I tuned into the Red Army Ramp pod. I was in your live chat and whatnot. But, being here in the flesh to listen to you straight up, brilliant. Hit me.
You know what it is, bro? I can't lie to you. Like, Manchester United, right? We used to run Manchester derbies on a regular basis. It used to be our game. It used to be, like, we used to run the city. Now the tables have turned. Sir Alex Ferguson said, never in my lifetime. Now it's every time. We're no longer favorites in Manchester derbies no more. City are winning stuff. We're out here trying to get into the top 4 every single season. That's the standards of the 2 football clubs now. Tells you what a new ownership can do. Tells you what a new ownership and a new level of winning standards can do to you as a football club, as a fan base. What I watched on the weekend was an absolute embarrassment from a lot of them, from the manager, and especially from the players. I think the manager can hold that one, especially because he picked the wrong team. He picked the wrong lineup. He made sure that Bruno Ugarte was the midfield too, which I still to this day I will not understand why. I was like, okay, do you know what, Bruno Ugarte? Somehow some crazy shit might happen. We might work. I waited. Ugarte was not the worst player on the pitch. Wasn't the worst player on the pitch. I thought it was one of his better games, but it was still shit. Like,
his first half performance was decent, actually.
It was all right. It was all right. He was winning the ball back well. But then again, second half, fell asleep. We fell asleep in the second half. We let Erling Haaland through twice. Through on goal twice. Yeah. Haaland should never have had the freedom of the pitch like that ever again. Should never have the freedom of the pitch should never have the freedom of the pitch like that ever again. The way United allowed him to score was an absolute disgrace. And people are saying, "Oh, it's offside." Do people don't understand the football rules? Do people don't understand the rules of football? If you're in your own half, it's onside. So it's onside. That's the debate put to bed, right? Haaland scores a brace, kills the game off. Could have had a hat trick. Should have had a hat trick.
Should have had a hat trick. I was about to say.
Hey, my FPL points would have racked up like crazy. I'm top of the league for a reason. But in all honesty, though, yeah, we let Reinders run through. We let Haaland run through on goal. Our midfield was just an absolute farce. You bring on Kobe Mainoo. See how much of a difference the guy makes when you play him. You see how much of a difference the guy makes in midfield. You see how much of a difference he adds to our team. You see how good he was on the ball. You see how creative he was when he was on the pitch. Casemiro comes on, Mainoo comes on, Xerxes comes on. Why do you take off Sesko? I thought your job was to create for the striker. Lack of creativity has costed us the game big time. We don't have creativity, bro. We have all the creative players on the pitch. We have Cunha, Mount, and Mount. I'm just saying, at United, we have Cunha, Mount, Mbeumo, Bruno, Ahmad. All once on the pitch and couldn't create for the striker. Tells you everything you need to know. Bruno Fernandes once again playing that hoof-long ball to Mbeumo. Why? Do you know how much?
I think he's instructed to do that.
Do you know how much it slows the game down? When you play a long ball over the top, it allows the defenders to track back in time. If you play a through ball behind, sometimes the fullbacks get caught napping. I'm very surprised, bro, at the way we played in the derby yesterday. I thought, you know what it is, bro. I thought we'd turn up, because you know what it is. As bad as Man United are, you know this. You know Manchester derbies are made for Man United. We turn up in these games, bro. Josh, even you know, as bad as we are, United turn up in the derbies. And yesterday we just got absolutely destroyed. It's because the manager decided to pick the wrong team. Why do you bring Harry Maguire on when we're chasing a goal? Yes, we had those chances at the end of the game, but what would it have meant? We would have lost the game regardless. Those two chances we missed, we would have lost the game. Donnarumma, see how much of a difference a good goalkeeper makes. Oh, but he has to be good with his feet. So what? He's a good shot stopper, and that's what a goalkeeper is supposed to do. Shot stop. Isn't that the main job of a goalkeeper? Isn't that their main job? They're supposed to shot stop. We binned David De Gea off because he couldn't play with his feet. Simple.
Worked out well, didn't it?
Worked out well. And now Andre Onana's had a man of the match performance against the fucking Fenerbahce. In a 1-0
You couldn't write it, could you? You genuinely could not write it.
Onana's had these masterclasses at United before, and it's not documented enough because his bad performances have overshadowed his good performances. He's had some good performances with us before, but the bad performances have overshadowed the good performances because it's become a meme now. You know what I mean? Because whatever happens at Man United, whatever bad happens at United is a meme, and that's just what it is. We are a meme, and that's just sad reality. We are a joke of a club, from top to bottom. The manager, the players, everyone, the owners as well. Decision after decision, terrible, right? Scruffy Jim, saving his piece, fucking can't even sack the manager in time. I think Ruben needs to go, bro. Sorry, I just can't do this no more. I think he's too stubborn to manage this club. Way too stubborn. If you play the right players in the right positions and you play a right formation, you can still play a good style of play. It'll still look good on the eye. Style of play does not have anything to do with formation. It's about where the players fit. If Shaw's a left back, play him at left back. If Bruno's the 8, play him in the 8 or a 10. You play him in the 8 in a pivot with Ugarte. In a pivot with Ugarte in a Manchester derby, Mainoo was on the bench. Why isn't Mainoo starting after he scored the winner for us in the Manchester derby in the FA Cup final? Why isn't he playing? Doesn't he know what to do against Man City? Isn't that his job, to turn up? Do Manchester United not know what Manchester derbies meant to us and what it means to our history? Do they not know what it means to us and the history of the football club? It's sad, bro. Really, it's really, really sad. And people.
Yeah, for you maybe.
It's sad. People accepted it now, and you know what it is, bro. Sheffield United would have sacked Ruben Amorim a long time ago if this was the record at their club. If this was the record at Sheffield United and Valencia, they'd have sacked him a long time ago. Many United fans are now saying trust the process. For what? We've had 8 wins in 7 months in the Premier League, and you want to tell me that he deserves a chance? If this was Jose Mourinho, the fans would have booted him out, bro. If this was Mourinho, they would have booted him out a long time ago. They would have booted him out since the Europa League final. Seriously.
3 of Amorim's wins came against clubs that ended up getting relegated as well.
Exactly, bro. Well, Man City beat him last year at the Etihad.
Yeah, of course.
So.
Yeah, but I mean, like, out of 8 victories, 3 of them coming against teams that aren't in the league anymore.
I agree. I get what you mean.
One of those, you needed Diallo to bail you out with a hat-trick. Ipswich Town, you needed an own goal. I mean, it's just insane.
Maguire bailed us out with a hat-trick. A header. You wish Maguire scored a hat-trick. You wish. Yeah,
but he's not my FPL, I don't care.
Because that's what Ruben Amorim wants to do, bro. Play Maguire up top and hope for a goal. That's what he wants
to do. This is it, Akib. I'll let you go through the chat because it's been popping off. But I'll give my analysis on the game afterwards.
Look who's chasing him, though. Maguire was never going to catch him. He had the freedom to open his body up and put it inside the goal. But, bro, the problem is, you make a good point, but the problem is, why are we playing such a high line like that allows Haaland to make that easy run? I get it, we're down 2 goals. But come on, the defense should not be there. The defense should be further back. The defense should not be beyond the halfway line when you're chasing a goal.
The onside trap. Yeah.
This is Man City as well. Don't people forget this is Man City. Yes, they've been bad for the past year and a half, but come on. It's a Manchester derby. Don't write them off. I never wrote Man City off. I never wrote them off. I just believed in my team on the day because I thought we'd turn up against City. Typical Man United. Shit, but we turn up against Man City. Do you know what it is? That's us. Typical. But I was wrong. I was proven wrong. Man United will be back. Let's just give these players a second chance. Have positive vibes. Big up to you, Kai. But nah, bro. Have you heard Man United's training ground has no showers anymore? Right? Clips took them all out because the players had already washed.
Nice one, Rand, my man.
Reinders plays like a spastic on a horse tranquility.
Okay, yeah, that's inside reference there.
Leave Tijani Reinders alone, bruv. Leave him alone.
Mate, you don't know how fucked off I was after he missed that 1-on-1. Like, you're in my FPL, bro. Step up.
Same, he was in my FPL too, but
bro, so's Morgan Rogers, and he's stank it out so far. Just Christ above, lads. Come on.
This midfield will be good. Let's give him all a second chance on all new contracts. Yep. Let's give him a new contract after finishing 15th and bottling a European final. They all deserve it. Man United will be on the up. I agree, bro. They will be on the up, man. Give them a new contract. We're chasing 12th place. They're on the up. Yeah.
All right, Amorim's doing it, man. Man United are back.
Yep. Haaland's looking electric. Yep. Do you know what it is? I forgot to mention as well that Man City players had a very, very good international break. Bernardo scoring as well. Haaland scoring 4 goals.
5 goals.
5 goals. Yeah. So it's not that City players haven't been playing well. They've been playing really well they've been playing very, very well in international break. Excuse me. Working on his game like in past against Lidl's ever. He's already won the FIFA Best Player award. Now I think he's going to win the FIFA Best and Ballon d'Or charge. Haaland also improved his first touch. His first touch that day was absolutely brilliant.
Did you see that touch he made to pass to Doku on the wing? It was brilliant play. I feel like although he's still limited with his all-round play, he's definitely got better through Guardiola's coaching over the last few years.
He played against high-line teams where because he's fast, he can make a run into the box and he's there to pounce. You know what I mean? But I think Haaland is also. I'll add this very quickly. Hold that thought for a second. Yeah, I was just gonna say that Haaland, right? He's one of those players that he has his inconsistent moments where he doesn't put away his chances, but also it's more to do with his team as well, not being able to find him in the box, and his first touch that day has improved so much. The way he laid it off to Doku, who to be fair to Doku, right?
Doku was fantastic. No one's given him the praise he deserves.
Doku, the only thing is he doesn't time his runs well. If he times his runs properly and his end product, we are finished. He's scary good when he comes up against him. When you come up against him, he's scary good. The only issue is he doesn't have the end product and the timing of the run. But sorry, Josh, I knew you wanted to say something earlier.
No, I just wanted to say, you were talking about Doku not being able to time his run. I think the opposite's true of Haaland. I say that's alongside his finishing and his strength, probably his biggest strength, so to speak. I mean, the fact, I can't remember the last time he was caught offside. He is so lethal in transition, it is insane. And Pep Guardiola has utilised him to the very best of his ability, resulting in 2 league titles, including part of the treble. So fair play to him.
As Harry Maguire said, if we weren't good players, we wouldn't be at Manchester United. Bro, he said that after a 5-0 loss against Liverpool. He said
this is a man that has been relegated 5 times.
Yep.
And Ruben Amorim, I remember, referred to Maguire as perfect.
Unbelievable. Should have let him dip, bro. Should let him go.
Hey, his brother might be onto you, mate. I wouldn't chat too much shit.
Oh, fuck that. I won't change the system. You need to change the man. Oh, bro, I hope we change the man.
That is the hallmark of a not very good manager. If you're refusing to adapt, if you're unwilling to adapt, if you're unwilling to, change depending on the circumstances, I'm sorry, but you're only ever going to get poor results after poor results. That leads to inconsistency and leads to underperformance.
Yep. I won't let you forget my prediction for a Haaland hat-trick had to hit the post with a stud in it somehow.
What was he doing there? I feel like he overthought it in that situation. Just, bro, the goal line's right there. Just nudge it in. Why are you trying to go for the far post? But he still scored twice. So what do I know?
Reinders is 27. I thought he was 24. I don't remember how old he was, to be fair, but he's still a very good player. He's still a very, very good player. Set by India down and misses the golden chance. But what triggers me so much is that why are you announcing that you're starting by India before Manchester Derby? You don't reveal who you're starting. And why is Senne Lammens not getting his debut for Manchester
when Donnarumma is?
Exactly. Senne Lammens has already played 3 games for Royal Antwerp this season. So what is the point of not playing him? You know what I mean? Why does a goalkeeper need to adapt? David De Gea started right away from Man United. It's no excuse. There's no excuse, bro. It's Ben Foster in his youth days won a cup with Man United. What is the standard at Man United, bro? Oh, we have to give someone time. No, you fucking don't. You're here for a reason. You are at Man United for a reason. There's no time. You have to work on your game by playing. How are you supposed to give him time if you don't play him? Give him the minutes that he deserves. You know what I mean? Bayindir is an awful, awful goalkeeper, by the way. He had that one great game against Arsenal. And that was about
it. Alongside PSG, the most disheartening result of that season. I don't even want to think about it. How the hell we allowed you guys to win that is just fucking insane. Anyway, enough about that. I'll let you continue your run.
Don't worry about it, bro. No, as I was saying, there's a difference between Donnarumma and Senne Lammens. I was told that Senne Lammens would develop better. Donnarumma cannot pass. I don't fucking care if a goalkeeper can't pass the ball. I just need him to save shots. Because we've had 2 bum goalkeepers who couldn't save a shot to save their fucking life.
Donnarumma was available, by the way. He would have been perfectly fine going to Manchester United. I have no doubt about that. But because he's on 280k a week, you refuse to sign him. Despite the fact he's arguably the greatest goalkeeper in the world, just won the Champions League, already stepped up on international level. Crazy.
There's a difference. We signed Onana after he lost the Champions League final. And City is signing Donnarumma after he won a Champions League final. There's a difference. You're signing more losers into your team. Losing only becomes a habit. And it's been proven right. You sign more losers, losing becomes a habit. Maguire, with that loser mentality comment he made after that 5-0 defeat against Liverpool all those years ago. I still think he has the right to be here. Luke Shaw, how the fuck does this guy still have a job in Man United, man? How the hell does he still have a contract with Man United? After all these years, interview, opens up about this manager. He's opened up about how many managers I can't count anymore. Genuinely, I can't count anymore. My Luke Shaw, please get the fuck out. Yeah, Luke Shaw in 2025 in the Manchester derby, shocking. The centre back should have been Delict, Mazraoui, Euro.
He's eligible for a testimonial now.
Yeah, he is. But we're not going to give it to him because he ain't won the Premier League, so we ain't going to give it to him. Brother told me on stream on Friday that the City players were lying that our hospital they compete for World War II. But am I lying though? They had injuries though. That's not a lie. I thought City no, because you know what? I thought Mamouche was out injured. I thought Foden was out. I thought Gavardio was out. They weren't out. They were here. I thought they were out.
Mamouche wasn't out, was he? He was out.
Mamouche was out, but Gavardio, Foden, Rico Lewis, I thought they were out. You know what I mean? But Kusanov, big up the Asian. Big up my fellow Asians. Kusanov played very, very well. Uzbekistani player. Very, very good performing player.
He played like he played like he understood the importance of the derby. And this is what I was going to get onto. In the first half, I told you in our group chat, I reckon you guys are still in this. Because there were moments where you didn't capitalise, but you were exposing City in transition. And if you kept going at that game plan in the second half, I have no doubt that you would have at least scored one goal in front of your fan base. But no, you guys just seem to lie down and take it like a dog in the second half, especially after the second goal. You started off with intent in the second half, but after Haaland made it 2-0, you just completely capitulated. Which is just, it's just a weak mentality, really. And can I just say, Doku as well. Absolutely fantastic performance. I think his daughter got blessed the day of the game or the day before the game. So it was quite fitting that he put in what I believed was a man of the match performance. So big up to Doku. He's had many of his critics, but he's still a good player. And despite Guardiola probably limiting him with the system and what have you, there's still a brilliant player there that can contribute to City's success.
Manchester sent by India is the future. He'll be the answer.
Guys on the roll here.
Guardiola with the wing about Donnarumma, 26 million, steal of a deal. Like, I think Abu Dhabi can fund him a new head of hair. Bro, you look at Donnarumma, yeah, you see how many good saves he makes in the game. I was thinking, bro, if we signed Donnarumma, how much would that have changed at Man United? How much of a change would that have been at the back? We can see lesser goals, lesser stupid goals. And you go sign a midfielder, proper midfielder, all of a sudden we're looking like a new team again. All of a sudden we're looking fine. But it's just stubbornness from the manager, stubbornness from the board, everything, bro. Everything from top to bottom. It's stubbornness all around. Big up to you, Aryan. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you, man. My guy from back home, big up to you. Halas having on the shoulder of the defender, or when he is in his own half wanting to receive a pass, he's got to get up. He's got to get up and go speed, can finish too. Major strength for a striker like him, 100%.
Best striker in the world.
Improved a lot. And you know what I noticed? Last season, Haaland didn't have Rodri or KDB on his side. This season, look at him. He has Rodri on his side. How much of a difference it makes for Haaland? Because he doesn't have to drop back. He doesn't have to drop into the middle to kind of receive the ball. Because with Rodri, City, he wins the ball back. He's the type of player that can drive with the ball. Haaland doesn't need to come back and receive the ball. He can receive the ball from up front. With Rodri, it makes much of a difference for them. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I understand what you're trying to say. I will say, we all know how good Rodri is. I mean, he's got a Ballon d'Or in his cabinet for a reason. He has looked a bit rusty so far, including in the Manchester derby, I personally thought. But there's no doubt he will get back to his best because recovering from an ACL, for the majority of players, it's not going to be easy. So, it'll definitely get better.
I remember sitting on that 2-1 win at the Etihad in the second month in charge at United. Let's be positive. We get back to our prime days with these amazing players. Nah, Kai, you're on a mad one today. Zedek, Ugarte, Mazraoui, Xerxes, title winners at PSG and Bayern looking at a shadow of their former selves. They're not, bro. I don't think they are. It's the players around them that are shit. Ugarte is shit, but Delict, Mazraoui, and Xerxes are good players. I rate these three. Ugarte, I don't rate. There's a reason why PSG wanted to sell him. There's a reason why PSG wanted to let him go. We could have just, you know what we could have done? We could have just signed more players instead of holding on to that one transfer window we had. Xerxes, Mazraoui, De Ligt. That wasn't enough for us. We should have signed more that season. We needed a goalkeeper. We needed a backup wing back. We needed more and more. We need more players. Embarrassing. Big up to you, bro. Big up to Bush Baptiste. This is his new channel name. It was Bush Baptiste. Lamas was in Las Vegas. He hasn't adapted to the formation yet, bro.
Fucking class that is, I can't lie.
That's crazy. It'll be Altai on Friday afternoon, impressive before Sunday's Manchester Derby. How are you revealing the goalkeeper then? Bro, you shouldn't reveal the goalkeeper, man. You shouldn't reveal who you're starting at all. It's mind games. This guy clearly wants to get himself sacked, bro. He clearly wants to
he wanted to resign about 3 times last season.
He should have left. No manager in my lifetime has ever wanted to resign in my time of watching football, bro. And you know one thing I really hate? Man closes his eyes while watching the game. So don't manage then. Why are you here? If you don't believe in your team, don't manage. It's plain and simple. I've never seen a manager in my time watching Man United close his eyes from a set piece.
It's infectious on the players as well.
It is.
Imagine being a player, you're setting up to defend a corner, and you see your own manager thinking, fuck, you're not going to be in the right mindset, are you?
I hate this guy, man, honestly. I genuinely think he's done out here, bro. He's done out here, bro. Honestly,
I don't understand persisting with Ugarte and Fernandes in midfield. I understand why he's playing them two together, but it's clear that Bruno isn't affecting games like he used to. It's clear that Ugarte isn't up for the speed of Premiership football.
Yep.
Obviously, in the Premier League, you play with only 2 midfielders. Chances are you're going to get exposed week in, week out. And Manchester United get exposed week in, week out. It like I say, Akavin, excuse the language, but it's like self-harm, really. I mean, it's what are you doing? You're harming yourself. And the fact that you're constantly refusing to adapt, you're placing all your attacking emphasis on Dorgu. Yeah? You're asking him to be Nuno Mendes, like get a load of GA in a season, or prime Andy Robertson, in order to make your system work. You're setting yourself up for failure here. It almost seems like a self-sabotage job. And I've explained that about the Manchester United ownership as well, when we've discussed your club before. It just seems like self-sabotage at this rate, because how can you intentionally be this bad? From top to bottom. Like, genuinely self-sabotage, and that's what I'll describe it as.
It's a joke, bro. Now it looks silly as hell. United rejected Martinez on deadline day. Sancho didn't want to go to Aston Villa on a permanent deal. It would have been a swap deal. That would have been a swap deal with Sancho and Martinez. So I told my cousin, let's do a separate deal. And we didn't do a separate deal. All of a sudden, you signed Martinez. Bro, you're looking a lot better in goal already. I don't care if Martinez is here for 2-3 years. That changes a lot. And then you go sign a top quality goalkeeper down the line.
And look at Emi Martinez once he gets reinstated back into Villa's starting 11.
Yep.
He keeps Aston Villa a clean sheet and rescues them a point away at Everton. Quality signings do make the difference.
I hear your point, to be fair, about Donnarumma, but at the same time, if he gets the money, he comes here, he plays.
You get what you pay for, and you're paying for the greatest goalkeeper, the best goalkeeper on the planet.
Saving money on a goalkeeper who's just won the Champions League, the treble, everything, bro. Like, if you sign him, that automatically improves your team like anything. From the back. It starts from the back, bro. Like I always say.
Imagine the confidence that it radiates towards your other players as well. Knowing that you've got a Euro Champions League quadruple winner in between the sticks. Yeah. They're going to feel a lot more confident playing the way Amarim wants to as well. It just seems like such an obvious signing. And even Emi Martinez, World Cup winner, widely regarded as one of the best in the world for some reason. Like, at least that gives your players more confidence. And I know this is quite basic analysis, but psychologically, like, we don't discuss that enough. Overall, across all media. Like, football doesn't discuss the psychological aspect enough. And signing an Emi Martinez or signing a Donnarumma, that would do the world of good to your mentality.
Luke Shaw, even with the size, got manhandled by Haaland for the first goal. Yep. Well, Luke Shaw's full of shit, bro. That's what he is.
There was more docu, to be fair, for the first one.
The thing is, Foden loves to turn up in Manchester derbies. I told you about this before. Foden loves to turn up in derbies. And he scored a hat-trick one time against us already. So I wouldn't, I'd be like, you can't just give Foden the time and space like that, like the defense did. That was a disgrace. Disgraceful marking in the box. Luke Shaw got manhandled by my 8-year-old. He's still garbage. Still doesn't have half a good season.
No, this chat is on a roll today. I can't.
Fact. I see what you're trying. I see what you're trying to do. Man said shaky start. I see what he's trying to do. I see you, bro. I see you. But he's a very good player. He's a very good player. Close enough. Big up to you, AJ. Big up to you, bro. Big up to Lumen as well. Appreciate you, man. And yeah, 442 up next. 442 special show tomorrow if you can get the people. 5 likes, guys. Sub to the channel. Let's get 15 likes on the video. 15 likes on the video. 442 up next. Yep. Manchester United ladies versus Arsenal ladies this Sunday. Going to be a class game of football we play. I might watch that.
Indeed.
Might watch that. Ella 2 is my favorite player. Number 7. Let's go. You know what I mean? Can't wait. Now I just want Ruben to steady the sinking ship. Bro, we should have kept him last season. We shouldn't have let him go. We should have said, Ruben Amorim, screw you. We'll appoint you next season. They forced
screw you. We'll appoint you next season.
Yeah. Bro, do you know why? They should have sacked Ten Hag.
Just insult him and tell him, yeah, we're going to give you the job next year, mate.
Yeah, or give him the job next year. Because, bro, Ruben Nistelrooy, when he came, bro, when you look at the team.
Sorry, that was class.
No.
Now, screw you, mate. We're going to keep you ice cold until next year.
No, but you saw him when he took the job last season, though, Ruben Nistelrooy. Look at how many results we got. We didn't lose a single game. We were on a roll. We were winning.
Sounds like Michael Carrick in 2021.
We should have kept Michael Carrick that season, actually, instead of hiring Ralph Rangnick and let Ralph Rangnick go upstairs instead. You know what I mean? But yeah, Ruud van Nistelrooy was steady the sinking ship. Excuse me, tongue twister there. Sinking ship. The player formation which the fans would want and play the deserving players. No complicated things or experiment. Facts, bro.
So my dog's barking, so I'm going to be mute for a few minutes.
Don't worry about it. Hopefully Amram's not barking any orders, bro. Sancho wasn't involved. United wanted to spend 40 million outright, but then rejected Martinez. No, he was. He was actually involved. He was. Brian Diaz, 27. Bin him often. If he's shit at 27, he won't be good at 34, 35 years old. He won't be. Carrick would favor certain players. But you know what it is with Michael Carrick? We didn't lose a single game with him in charge. When he took over in those games. We had Chelsea, Arsenal, Villarreal. We had 3 games to win. We won all 3 games. Sorry, 1-2, drew 1. Could have beaten Chelsea. It wasn't for the stupid penalty. And that Villarreal game, masterclass win. And the Arsenal win, Ronaldo scoring 2 goals, 800 goals in his career. Listen, to think that was 100 something more goals ago, 100 plus goals ago, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. My goat. We want a manager who would not do favoritism and play deserving players. To be fair with you, Ruud van Nistelrooy kept Garnacho on the pitch for a long time as well against Chelsea, who he costed us with those chances. If you would have took Garnacho off earlier, we could have won the game. Because Garnacho offered nothing in that Chelsea game. Remember that we drew 1-1 and we had chances to win. Garnacho offered nothing in that game.
To be fair, regarding that comment, and it's a good point, what manager doesn't favour certain players?
Yeah,
exactly. To be fair, no.
Everyone has favourites. You know what I mean? But Amorim keeps playing Bruno and Dalot. That's the thing.
I don't understand why Bruno Fernandes is never subbed off. Yeah. Genuinely. Like, he literally had no impact on the game yesterday.
Hardly. He's been subbed off with hardly subbed off. Sorry, continue, bro. Continue.
Sorry, were United seriously in to sign De Gea again?
We're in talks to sign a lot of players, bro. I don't know what to say.
You shouldn't have got rid of De Gea. That's one starting point.
We could have made him a backup keeper at the time, and then Onana had competition, bro. And then if Onana is playing shit, you bring David De Gea back into the mix. All of a sudden, you're looking a lot better again. You know what I mean? Garnacho vapes, of course, he wouldn't have scored those goals against Chelsea. True.
What is with this vape epidemic, honestly? It's insanity.
But yeah, Sorry, Josh. I got to the comments. Your thoughts on the derby. Your thoughts on.
Oh no, I said already. First half, you had moments in transition which you didn't make the most of, but like you still looked kind of threatening. And I told you at half time, like you're looking good regardless. You look like you can still hurt City. Second half comes around and you started with intent, but once Haaland made it 2-0, you guys just completely collapsed afterwards. I can only remember one, obviously the Mbeumo volley that Donnarumma did amazingly to save, and also that passage of play where Mainu nutmegged the City player
Yep.
and passed to Dorgu on the wing before it deflected out for a corner.
And
Those were the only two moments in the second half where you really
Casemiro's
tried
open goal.
attacking with intent, really.
And Casemiro's open goal and Buemo's missed as well in front of goal.
Oh yeah, I was doom scrolling Twitter by the time Casemiro missed it.
He could have left it for Xerxes. Xerxes is right open in the box. Could have finished it. You know what I mean? Could have let dummied it for Xerxes. Xerxes pounces the open goal.
See, I understand why he brings Maguire on for the set piece threat, but why not play him from the start? I mean, who did he start off with? Euro, fair enough. De Ligt, fair enough. Who's the other? Luke Shaw. You'd rather play Maguire there, surely. I mean, it's choosing between trash and garbage, obviously, but
yeah,
if you're looking for a set piece specialist, Maguire's your man. I mean, he won you the game against Lyon. He's won you countless other games. I think he scored the winning goal at Ellen's Road after about 85 minutes. Like, he does step up, which is why so many United fans still cling on to the idea of Harry Maguire rather than the reality, because he has stepped up for you guys before. So I don't understand why you won't just start him from the off. He couldn't have done any worse than Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw was I wouldn't say by far, but I would say Luke Shaw was your worst player. Because his performance was a shambles, genuinely.
I don't think he was our worst player. I think our
Who do you
worst
think
player. I think our worst player was Ahmad, and it might sound a shock to you.
Or Bruno Fernandes, one of those three.
I love Ahmad. Yeah, I trust me. I rate Ahmad. He's been quality, but he's been so poor since that Europa League final, bro. Since that Europa League final performance, he's been absolutely dreadful. Since he came back from the injury, he's barely done much. He's barely done much for us. You know what I mean? He had the cameo against Arsenal where he created some chances, but that was about it. And he's hardly done anything much, bro. So, but yeah, it's just me, innit? But sorry, bro. Go on.
No. There's not much more to add. It's basically City were deserved winners. United had moments in the first half and started with intent in the second, but once that second goal went in, there was only really going to be one winner. One brilliant save from Donnarumma aside, he didn't have to do too much. So, and on the City side of things, I mean, I predicted them to be Premier League champions. And even after they lost 2 up for the first 3 games, I defended them and said, listen, it's only 3 games. Write off Guardiola at your own peril. And listen, they didn't play to the heights we know they can play at, but they still got the job done. Smashed their rivals 3-0 in the end. And they've got Napoli in midweek, and then they travel to the Emirates on Sunday. So it'll be a massive game there, and we'll preview that later in the week.
We will, and I'll get a Chelsea fan on as well for the show.
Yeah.
Big up to you, Rajat. Big up to you, bro. Hope you're well, bro. Hope you're well, man. This is Manchester United's win percentages with managers. Obviously, Sir Alex Ferguson's on top, 59.67 win percentage. Jose Mourinho, the second greatest manager since the third greatest manager in our history, since Sir Matt Busby,
Really?
possibly, in the span that he was here, in the span that he was here.
I don't know about
he's the first. He is the only Man United manager in history to win a European trophy in his first season.
Up until Ten Hag, he was the only Manchester United manager to win a trophy in his first season.
To win a European trophy in his first, he's the first Man United manager to win a European trophy in his first season.
Jenny, I believe this is correct, and I think the chat may either correct me or back me up on this. I think until Ten Hag, Jose Mourinho was the first manager in Manchester United history to win a trophy in their first season. I genuinely think that's true. But obviously, if the chat knows better, then please correct me, because I'll look like a fool otherwise. But yeah, I mean, you shouldn't have sacked Mourinho, plain and simply. That summer 2018 window was a shambles.
We should have backed him instead of sacking him. We should have backed Mourinho. We didn't back him in his third year. We gave him the worst group of players we could have given him. Although Fred
Lee Grant.
Lee Grant, oh my days, bro. Did you see Lee Grant becoming a board? Becoming one of was a one-time at Man United. He didn't have anything to do, so he became a fourth official, holding up the board at one time. Crazy, absolutely. Crazy.
Honestly, if you had him in goal against Grimsby, you probably would have won the shootout.
Oh, easily. His
match was brilliant, honestly.
Easily.
Let's not forget. Yeah, you've lost 2 games in the Premier League already, but you've been knocked out of the Carabao Cup before all your big 6 rivals are even in it.
Exactly.
I mean, how the hell is he still in a job? It's insanity. And obviously, as an Arsenal fan, I want him to stay in a job. But from putting myself into your perspective, Akivin, it must be absolutely maddening.
It is.
How the hell is he still here? It's fucking retarded. Sorry for the language.
No. Please, I say worse things. Don't worry about it.
Trust me. I don't think we should do a watch along. Otherwise, the shit we say.
This is why I say I can't do watch alongs and I'll get cancelled. I said some of the worst things yesterday on the street. I said some of the worst things yesterday. By the way,
I was about to say probably don't recite them.
And my man here can back it up because I was on a call with him while the game was happening, and I was fucking fuming, bro. I almost lost my voice. That's how angry I was. Trust me.
Isn't it expected at this point?
The amount of times this football club makes me lose my voice on a year average, like 4 or 5 times. Like I swear, it's crazy.
I swear down, my hairline has gone back about 5 centimeters because of Arsenal. So
big up Adam Partridge. Just get me Xavi. Just get me Xavi till the end of the season. Salvage me an FA Cup, and then bring in Nagelsmann after the World Cup next year.
You've written off the league, then?
Yeah. Win me an FA Cup, salvage the season, get top 6 with Xavi, and Nagelsmann. Nagelsmann after the World Cup next year.
He isn't. I think a lot of Germans have criticised him for his management. Apparently, from what I've seen,
he did well at Bayern Munich. To be fair, he didn't really deserve to get. He didn't really deserve to get sacked at Bayern Munich. I'll be honest with you. He shouldn't have.
Well, to be fair, like bringing in Tuchel on paper, that's you're hiring a better manager there. So.
It's more like what? Fair enough. Like you're bringing a good manager.
Because I mean, to be honest, Tuchel was lucky to win that Bundesliga.
Who just won the European Cup 2 years ago as well. So that's why. But yeah, I don't know, man. I just think we need to salvage something, and the FA Cup's my only hope now this season. I don't have hope for the Premier League, obviously.
I fucking hope you don't. I hope you don't win it this season because you'd be tied on 40. Can't have that.
And that's the thing, bro. And all I need is the FA Cup and get me Nagelsmann after the World Cup next year. Nagelsmann will be available after the World Cup. So yeah. No. Xavi Hernandez, the midfielder from Barcelona. That's what I meant. Xavi. Not Xabi. Xavi. Ten Hag's second tenure at United loading. Bro, ran the man, yeah. I swear, when you man start losing, I'll be there to humble you. I'll be there to humble you, bro.
To be fair, Ten Hag's points kept you up last season. Genuinely. Genuinely.
It did, but he should have.
If the 3 promoted teams weren't so shit, we could have had a fucking Premier League for the ages. Imagine Spurs and Man United going down. Oh my word.
Yeah, nah. Spurs would have gone. Yeah. Spurs would have gone now. We just scraped survival because we finished above them. We just scraped survival. They would have got relegated. No, I'm kidding.
It would have been in the Championship and in the Champions League. What a fucking league, man, honestly.
We should have sacked Erik ten Hag a long time ago, after the cup final.
Well, you should have sacked him after Liverpool if Manchester United had the standards that a club their size should have.
I don't want to see United fans blame him to the point where he doesn't have a future. No, bro, it's not that he won't have a future.
There's obviously a good manager there, but he just refuses to adapt, which is just. To what extent are you a good manager if you refuse to adapt, or don't adapt, or can't adapt?
The only thing is, like, a reason I want Xavi is because I don't want him to be here for a long-term contract. I just want someone till the end of the season. Get me a manager till the end of the season, and then get Nagelsmann in after the World Cup. That's what I would do. I would bring in Nagelsmann after the World Cup. I wouldn't bring him in now. There's no one to bring in now. It's at this moment. It's just interim manager salvage something to the end of the season. Bring in someone as interim to the end of the season. Give him a contract till the end of the season. You know what I mean? You want to accept being interim? Well, then I don't know who we hire then. To be honest with you, we might as well
give it Giggsy till the end of the season.
We might as well bring in Carrick till the end of the season. We might as
well.
No,
he's doing a stable job at Middlesbrough. I'll leave him be.
Isn't he sacked? I thought he got sacked.
What, is he sacked now? Oh,
I think so. I think he got sacked. That's why they're mentioning his name and shit.
Oh, fair enough.
But yeah, that's my thoughts on the derby. That's our thoughts on the Manchester derby.
Brilliant 46 minutes. So.
Anything you want to add before we move on to the next?
No, just City back to winning ways. Like they're always going to be a problem under Pep Guardiola, and it's silly for people to suggest otherwise. And that's all I have to say, really. With United, I mean, it's what you expect, really. They pull a rabbit out of a hat once in a while, like they did in this fixture last season. But down to the bare bones, they're just feeble. No offense.
But yeah, all I want right now, salvage me an FA Cup, and that's all I can really hope for. Just get me an FA Cup. If we don't win the FA Cup...
Sorry, Ran. Horrific ball knowledge from me.
No, you're good, bro. Don't worry. I didn't even know some players moved and whatnot as well at times.
Well, trust me, I didn't realise Kyle Walker went on loan to AC Milan in January this year.
One of his interviews stated that he would go to teams when they give him time. We ain't gonna give him time, so good riddance.
Well, I mean, if you're giving Amarim this much time, then you'll give anyone else time.
The only thing is, Ineos have hired managers that have come in mid-season. Why have you given Erik ten Hag a new contract? Giving Erik ten Hag a new contract was the downfall of this football club. You shouldn't have given them a new contract. He shouldn't have been given a new contract. He should have been sacked. We should have brought in a proper manager since then. You know what I mean? Big up to you, AFC always. Man United went from wanting to win the quad just to praying to win the FA Cup because the Energy Drink Cup ain't on anymore. The FA Cup is a prestigious trophy, my friend. It's a prestigious trophy, and I will not take slander for the FA Cup.
Oh, neither will I. It's the only fucking trophy we've won for 20 years. So. What choice do I have?
I ain't taking slander for the FA Cup. Praying to win the FA Cup isn't a bad thing. You're praying to win a trophy. You're praying to add to your cabinet. Isn't that something to be,
It's the oldest cup competition in the sport.
Yeah.
And Arsenal are on top of the tree as of 2025. So I fucking love the FA Cup, and it's given me some of my best football memories. So
it's not signed Donnarumma. Facts. Should have signed Donnarumma.
Well, they've made plenty of mistakes, but Donnarumma is certainly one of them.
Should have signed Theo Hernandez. Should have signed Denzel Dumfries when he was available on a 20 million release clause. Should have signed Baleba when we had the money. Scruffy Jim saving money as per usual.
Scruffy.
Fucking prick. That's what Big Steve calls him. Big up Big Steve, yeah. He calls Jim.
He's a United man. He's a United man, Ackerman, with the Chelsea season ticket.
He is. This is Man United's worst season to us. This is what starts to a season in 33 years. Apologies for the background.
You won the league.
Sorry, it's raining in the background, so apologies if you hear some noise or anything.
It's right. No, you actually won the league. The last time you had to start this bad, 92-93. I think you lost 3-0. You lost 3-0 to Everton at Old Trafford. Then I think Sheffield Wednesday beat you 2-1. And then you drew in your next game. I mean, you started off horrendously, and then you signed Cantona. And
we
Norwich should have won the league that year.
Bro, these patterns, that I've been seeing are patterns that we've won the league from, and I'm thinking to myself, this is not gonna happen, bro. These patterns, details in the past. But in today's day, that's not gonna. That's
No, no, like I drive myself crazy with patterns. Like with the PSG game, I'm like, the last time Arsenal won the European trophy, we beat PSG in the semi-finals. Come on, let's repeat that, but obviously not, because 1994 and 2025 football's in a very different place. It just does your head in, these patterns, this pattern recognition.
Yeah, 100%. I want to know your thoughts on obviously the United. Obviously, I know you've given your thoughts on the club and everything like that. But the state of Man United, like, what do you think we should do now? What do you think should be the way forward for Man United now?
Oh, keep hammering, mate. That's what I'd say. As an honest, unbiased football fan, fucking keep him. But in all seriousness, I mean, what do
Yeah,
you do? I mean, at the end of the day, under the Glazers.
And Tottenham were top as well. Don't forget, Tottenham were top as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Thanks, AFC. Always. I love remembering that. but anyway, with United, I mean, like, that was an excuse for him to get off the screen. Bloody hell. But
No, I'm here.
no. To be honest, where do you even start? I mean, it's been such a self-sabotage. What do you do? I mean, first of all, you hire a winning manager. I know Amorim is technically a winning manager, but it's clear that he's not willing to adapt whatsoever. Obviously, I mean, the Glazers are a problem like by themselves, but are they going to leave? Absolutely not. They're in charge of probably the most profitable club on the planet, so the chances of them leaving is very, very low. And those are the stats Akavin was referencing earlier. I mean, to be honest, Akavin, we have this conversation so many times, and I watched the Sky Sports segment, and I'm just like,
the ball have all been sacked. So why can't we sack this guy who's had the worst record in managing Man United ever? You know what I mean? It's disgusting. Sorry, bro. Go
on. What was I saying? What was I going to say? I had a good point.
About Sky Sports.
Oh yes, Sky Sport. I was listening to the Sky Sports segment about Man United, and Roy Keane's like, they don't even get yellow cards, and there's no passion. Gary Neville's talking about tactics and whatnot. We have the same fucking conversation every single season. Every single year, you're guaranteed to get at least 3 Sky Sports videos dissecting, having a 10-minute debate dissecting
about Man United.
everything Manchester United, how they've been so wrong this season, how the players aren't what Manchester United used to be and whatnot. And I'm thinking to myself, we don't have these videos about West Ham. We don't have these videos about Wolves. We don't have these videos about Brighton. And those are 3 teams that are on the same level as Manchester United right now. I understand Manchester United are the biggest club in the country in terms of like revenue and global reach. And you want to capitalise on that and you want to keep them in the limelight. But at the end of the day, you guys finished 15th. Stop shoving Manchester United down people's throats. Because after like 10 fucking years of the same conversations being had, it gets sickening after a while. So please just don't force them into everything, please. And that's not an insult at Manchester United. I'm not trying to piss you off, Akabin. I genuinely get annoyed. Like,
Josh, insult them all you like. I couldn't give a shit no more.
No, because genuinely, like, you hear about them all the time, and I understand why, but come on, we don't have these videos for Wolves and West Ham, and they're on a similar level at the moment. So, just,
United fans been glazing too much. They definitely won't leave. Exactly. The money goes into the pocket straight away. They won't leave. They ain't going to go anywhere. You know what I mean? Big up to you, Godfrey. Big up to you, my guy. Roy Keane, 13 major honors, including 7 league titles. Tell him, bro. Too much PR about United from especially Sky Sports and BBC.
Come on, no. Yeah, Liverpool, Florian Wirtz, most runs past the ball or whatever it was. Liverpool get plenty of PR from Sky as well. And this is the result of a largely north-west of England type of company, really. I mean, the majority of the referees are from the northwest.
True.
The most successful clubs historically are from the northwest. I mean, naturally, they're going to be more biased towards or against northwest clubs.
No, I love that. My support is that. Runs past the ball and shit. Florian Wirtz and that. I mean,
I mean, like, come on, you could Sky Carragher. You can admit that he's been shit so far. Like, there's no harm there. I mean, He could come good, obviously. He's
Did
a
you see?
fucking good player.
Did you see the analysis on Hannibal as well? You saw the analysis on he did about Hannibal Meshri, did you?
Brain dead.
Yeah.
Like you saw me in our group chat. Yeah. What I would have said was 10 times.
Words is crap, you know. I should have bought him. Would have stunk the midfield a bit more next to Fernandez when I released him. Bro, you're a Liverpool fan. You think he's crap already?
Very rare to find a Liverpool fan that will admit that.
4 games in, you know. Nah, give him time, bro. Give him time. Seriously, for real. He's a good player. Haaland shut Roy Keane up. League One player. Do you know what it is? As a all-round footballer, like I mentioned before, as an all-round footballer, Erling Haaland, the ability of a world-class footballer, he's not the world-class footballer, but he's a world-class striker and a goal scorer. That's my opinion. I don't think he's a world-class football player, but as a world-class goal scorer and striker, 100%. He is definitely.
But as I mentioned earlier this stream, I think under Guardiola, his overall play has definitely got a lot better.
Keep liking the video, people, and subbing. Let's get one more sub. 442.
What about JJ?
2 special show tomorrow. If we can. Calling Meshri a brain dead ain't even bad.
It's not bad at all. Honestly, like I was absolutely fuming with that. And did you see, like, he admitted that Salah is his favourite player back in like 2022. Connect the dots,
Really?
people. What can I say? Yeah, Salah's his favourite player. I mean, you couldn't make it up, could you?
While being a Man United player.
Yep.
Absolute clown, honestly. And the way he celebrated his goal against Brighton as well, by the way. You saw that goal. You saw the goal he scored last season as well. The way he celebrated, where it 3-1 down. Absolute shameless prick, man. Honestly. Yes, I think the price tag, bro. We were negotiating with Leverkusen that wasn't sold and still ain't. Sorry, go on, bro. You gonna say?
No. I've lost track.
No, you were saying something about Hannibal or something.
Well, he is brain dead.
Hannibal just now.
I can't remember what I was going to say, but yeah, he is brain dead. Carragher is completely justified to make that comment because he was.
First, I mean, I hear your point, bro. I hear your point. So, but like what I said, Haaland as an overall football player, all-round football player, no. As a goal scorer, as a striker, he's an unbelievable striker and a goal scorer. But as a football player, all-round, no, not world-class. But striker, goal scorer, yes, world-class. And that's his job, anyways, because he's bought to be a goal scorer striker, isn't it?
Magnificent defensive shift from Haaland as well. Defending United crosses into the box. Yeah.
He's crazy. True, his build-up was top yesterday. Isn't that what a striker is supposed to do? Build-up play as well? Get involved in build-up play? So
we mentioned that earlier, like his pass to Doku. And that touch he took as well. Brilliant play. And that's what I mean. I think he has improved greatly in overall play since he arrived at Manchester City. Obviously not the finished article yet in terms of overall play, but definitely getting better there.
But we are going to move on now, people. We're going to move on to the next game now. I disagree. Not a world-class footballer, a world-class goal scorer and a striker. That's what I think. He's not a world-class football player. There's a difference. Haaland had the second most clearances on the whole pitch. One less than Ruben Diaz. Oh, wow. Fair enough. World-class athlete. Don't know. Did that
he is.
I mean, I don't know why Amram said yes to this project. He shouldn't have said yes to this project. If Arteta is the same team against Forest, we'll beat Man City. We'll see. Arsenal Forest, 3-0 Arsenal. Comfortable win. Good performance by Arsenal. And yeah, you're on your way. 3 points. Easy. Take it away, bro.
Well, hopefully on our way to the league title, Akavin, but I've made my thoughts on that very clear throughout my entire time on this channel. Listen, I was really happy with that. Obviously, it's the first kickoff of the weekend. And after, you know what it's like, Akavin? Your team kicks off first, your team gets the 3 points, and you can just kick back and relax for the rest of the league without any jeopardy whatsoever.
Watch 3 games later on. That's what I did last week when we played Burnley. I was like, you won the game. I can watch the next game now comfortably. You know what I mean?
Just exactly.
Games without pressure. You know what I mean? Just sit back and watch. That's a good feeling. I hear it, bro. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And, I mean, brilliant catalogue of goals as well. Zubimendi, absolutely fantastic goal. I know you called us lucky. It's a deflection. They all count. They all count. Eze debut.
I didn't mean it. I was just joking.
Yeah, I know. Eze debut start assist for Gyökeres. I thought Eze was offside, but apparently he wasn't. And listen, I'll take those any day of the week. Gyökeres is my striker. I've defended him tooth and nail on this channel. And quite frankly, the whole media ambush on him is pathetic. I mean, I saw Paul Scholes on the overlap taking the piss out of him, saying he like wears trackies or whatever. Look at your own striker first, but I'll move past that. And obviously Zubimendi again, Trossard 30 seconds after coming on gets an assist. That's why you have squad depth, and we're in a pretty good shape ahead of the Bilbao game. Ødegaard did get a shoulder injury, but you know my thoughts on Ødegaard. Don't rate him one bit, really. I mean, obviously he's a good player, but as a captain, absolutely not. And I honestly think it's at a point where he's being shoehorned into the team. And if Arteta does have any bollocks about him, which I highly doubt, and I don't think he ever will, he'll unceremoniously drop Ødegaard the same way he did Ramsdale. But hey, that's a man can dream at the end of the day. But listen, solid 3 points, and not the greatest start to his Forest career. But he only had about 2 training sessions with them, so his style of play couldn't have been implemented yet. I thought Murillo was quite good for Forest, and luckily for us, he had to come off, so we were able to play more comfortably on the attack. And yeah, great win. That's all I have to say. And obviously, City up a weekend as well. We should be winning that.
And Mbappe. Speaking of Haaland, also someone was alongside them too, Victor Gyökeres, back scoring again, isn't it?
Well, I wouldn't say he's alongside them three, but I love him. I love him as a striker. Listen, I haven't had a proper striker at my club since Aubameyang, who we got rid of in 2022. So I'm just enjoying it. You know, iconic celebration, signature celebration. Make it iconic, mate. I have all the faith in the world that he will.
I call it the Ruben Amorim celebration now. Do you know why? He closes his eyes every time he watches football.
Like a weeping angel, bro. It's crazy.
League title or Champions League, Arteta doesn't win. I would other want him sacked. Fair enough. I hear
you. He should have been sacked anyway, but I understand what you mean.
You play a lot better when Odegaard slows the game
down. Oh yeah, can I just say quickly?
At Anfield as well. You brought him out. He slowed the game down completely.
Can I just say quickly? Obviously, we beat Man United thanks to a set piece goal. Ødegaard, I thought he actually played all right, but he didn't do anything amazing. That Leeds game, he comes off at 0-0. We end up scoring 5 goals. It's 0-0 at Anfield. Ødegaard comes on. We end up losing the game 1-0. Ødegaard comes off at 0-0 against Nottingham Forest. We end up winning the game 3-0. I'm sorry, but the writing on the wall seems very clear to me now. And I don't think Arteta has the bollocks to drop him. But, you know, a man can dream, like I said earlier. 100%. Fuck on, man.
Forest were poor, but we made them look poor. Fair enough. You did. You bossed the game.
I didn't mean that harshly, Ranveer. Don't worry.
You could have scored a lot more goals, by the way. You could have scored.
We should have done. We should have done.
But yeah, Arsenal comfortable win. I can't lie to you. It was a good performance by you guys. Very, very good play. Very, very good movement by Arsenal. I like the way you guys, interchange play on the pitch as well. It's like I enjoy it.
Shout out Madueke as well, who was good.
He's brilliant.
How refreshing is it as an Arsenal fan to finally see wingers that take on their man and beat them?
Yep.
Martinelli, mate, I'm looking at you. Saka, obviously, he's a fantastic player, borderline world class, I'd argue, and he doesn't need to be taking players on because his football IQ is that good. But on the left hand side, when Eze did that, like little side foot past one of the Forest players, I was just like, this is what we've been missing, man. Like, you pay money for competent footballers, essentially.
Ran responded to you.
Don't do it, Ranveer, please. You still got the Champions League stream to chat on. So.
True. We do have.
Yeah, and any mentions of 0 UCL trophies, don't discount the women, pal. So.
Fair enough. Did you watch the West Ham Spurs game?
Yes, I did.
I watched a bit of it. I could only say Spurs just killed them.
I
West
mean, it
Ham
should have
just,
been 4-0. I mean, why that goal was disallowed is just anyone's guess.
yeah, Van de Ven. I could have had 2 goals from Van de Ven, bro.
No, it was Romero.
Sorry, but I got a goal from Van de Ven in FPL anyway. I got 12 points. Big up to Van de Ven.
No, I think you got 14 points, didn't you?
Me?
Yeah, I think it went up. No, I think Van de Ven owners, Van de Ven got up to 14 points.
14 points, and guess how many points I got this entire week in FPL?
More than me, mate. I can tell you that much.
I got 84 points again.
It's going to take a lot of effort for me to catch you up there.
Nah, it's still early days, bro. It's still early days. You can still catch up. It's still early days. When Saka comes back, you try Saka at left wing. Here's a question for you.
Yeah. What I would do, AFC always, I would try Saka in the 10, where Odegaard's meant to play, and play Madueke on the right, and keep Eze on the left. I don't think, like people say, obviously Eze's best position probably isn't left wing. I mean, he played as a 10 for Palace, but listen, we need a fucking good player on the left. Trossard is aging, and Martinelli's form has dropped off a cliff. So I'd have Eze left wing, Madueke right wing, Saka in the 10, Gyökeres up top, obviously.
Yeah. Do you think Saka should try playing on the left hand side since he used to play left back in his younger days?
He started off as a left winger, actually. I remember he got an assist at Old Trafford for Aubameyang playing off the left. Yes, at 18. So, I mean, he's obviously played there before, but I don't think it's optimal, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. He's playing. So, I mean, it only makes sense that you can try playing him at left wing.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, I remember discussing this when we played each other. For one decent chance we really created in the second half at Old Trafford, Saka was on the left, took out 2 of your men and crossed it in for Madueke, but Bruno just got a touch to stop Madueke tapping it in. So obviously Saka can play there, but I think I'd rather him in the centre so he's not hugging the touchline as Arteta loves him doing. And instead he's in a position to get even more GA than he does. And I think he'll thrive in the midfield. And obviously as he ages and he keeps getting kicked and whatnot, I mean, he'll reduce the chances of injury if he plays in midfield as opposed to on the wing. And he won't get triple teams either.
He's saying Saka right wing is too predictable. Madueke don't get it twisted. I'm not saying Madueke is better than Saka.
No, but that's what I mean AFC always by refreshing. It was refreshing to see wingers that would actually take on their man.
Yeah.
And beat their man. No, better than Martinelli staring at the grass whenever he's got the ball. So, you take the wins with the losses.
But yeah, Tottenham 3-0 loss to West Ham.
Well, I mean, West Ham are poor. West Ham are a very poor unit. They had a brilliant win against Nottingham Forest, but I think it's clear to see that is an anomaly in the Graham Potter West Ham era. I mean, Spurs are just a solid team under Thomas Frank. Obviously, they got played off the park against Bournemouth, but they played City off the park the week before. Find that consistency, really. And if they do want to potentially go on a title challenge, they will need to sort that out. The likes of Bournemouth at home, the likes of a newly promoted team at home. I know they lost to Ipswich last year, so it's a mentality thing more than anything with Spurs, as it is with their North London rivals. But with the Europa League under their belt, they've got that winning feeling now, and they're going to hope that they can do it more, I suppose.
Don't worry about it, bro. I'm happy to win, bro. I don't care about Pakistan being tough competition or not. India completely destroyed them, and trust me, it was a good win, very good win. Sorry, bro. Go on.
No. I'm just like Tottenham Hotspur took advantage of a really poor West Ham side. Nothing much else to say, really. Brilliant. Well, I wouldn't even say it was that good a performance from Spurs. I'd just say West Ham were that poor.
Yeah,
they were that poor. And fair play to Spurs, they completely capitalised on it, and they got a brilliant 3 points. I think they're third now. Yeah, they are, because Chelsea's last minute draw.
I commented on Mike's stream, on his stream. I said that the Forest game was a blip, And he said, yeah, I think the Forest game, that Forest win away was a blip, in my opinion. You know what I mean? I don't think they deserve to. I don't think West Ham are a good side. Probably better than Man United, but they're not a good side. They really ain't a good side. They're gonna struggle to get results this season.
Sleepwalking the way towards relegation. I said this before. The way the club is run and what have you, selling kudos to arguably your main rivals aside from Millwall. Terrible, terrible ownership.
Yes, I will be watching it on Sunday. I will be.
There's your European champions, lads. You know I'm going to have to rinse that for the Champions League stream.
Nah, that's fair. That's fair. It's still European Cup winners, bro. Sorry, finish off, bro.
Oh no, just West Ham are a very poor side. Tottenham, by comparison, are a solid outfit under Thomas Frank. Xavi Simons' debut assist, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, looks to be gelling decently for Tottenham at the minute. I can't remember who they've got first in the Champions League, but hey, I'll be sure it's a good game.
Tottenham,
Well, I'm sure it will be a good game.
I think they've got Villarreal. Tottenham.
Decent matchup, but hopefully Nicolas Pepe puts them to the sword.
I think they play at home, you know, Spurs' first game back. I think they play at home. I think your earphones for that. No stress, bro. You're good. We'll talk about next game. We'll talk about is Burnley 1 Liverpool. Sorry, Burnley Liverpool 1. I didn't watch the game because I didn't bother. I was thinking, you know what? If I don't watch the game, maybe it'll end 0-0. It was like late on the game. I'm like thinking, yeah, I'm not gonna watch it. I don't want to jinx it. You know what I mean? And then I ended up not turning on the TV. I ended up watching India Pakistan instead. And Liverpool ended up winning 1-0. Champions mentality, isn't it, Josh? Liverpool 1-0 win.
Unfortunately, so. Liverpool, king of the late winners this season. They've needed 4 already. At the end of the day, if you're not playing well and you still win, that is the sign of champions. And that's why Liverpool are champions. Partly because Hannibal decided to stick his hand up like a fucking idiot, but ayo, that's by the by. Like I said at the very beginning of the stream, Ackerman, is there a better way to sum up Manchester United Football Club at the moment than that? I mean, you could tell he's former United by that, can't you? It's just nonsense. What are you playing at? And Salah, what a penalty. Rescued me a few FPL points, admittedly.
Yeah,
I knew Liverpool. I knew Liverpool were getting a late winner. I felt like the Clockwork Orange, you know. Well, I felt like I was in the Clockwork Orange. The way my eyes were just like forced to watch the screen because I knew what was coming. But I was like, fine, I'll stick it out just in case Burnley do get a 0-0 draw, and I'll be very, very happy with my weekends. But you know, unfortunately, that wasn't the case. And fair play to Liverpool. Fair play to Slot. He made some bold subs. Took Kirkes off before half time, which I thought was the correct decision. I mean, his dive was quite frankly embarrassing. And yeah, that's why they're champions. They never give up until the last minute. Well, until the final whistle.
Yep.
And commiserations to Burnley as well. That's 2 games in a row now where they've conceded last-minute penalties. Like, those 2 points could be crucial come the end of the season as well. So
Connor Bradley. Same about Connor Bradley. Gakpo was poor. What do you think about Connor Bradley's performance for Liverpool?
Well, I didn't think much of it, to be fair.
Which manager's getting sacked first in the Premier League? Hopefully, Amorim.
Well, Nuno's been sacked already.
Nuno's already been sacked, yeah. Yeah. But hopefully the next one will be Amorim, but I don't think it'll be Amorim. I think it'll be... I don't know who gets sacked, you know.
Graham Potter.
It should be Potter. It should be Potter, or it should be...
It will be Potter, I should think.
Amorim or Potter next, in my opinion.
Amorim isn't getting sacked until about November.
We'll see. Maybe the next international break. We'll see. But yeah, next up, Chelsea 2, Brentford 2. Garnacho falling asleep at the back post, and Chelsea conceding a late equalizer to Brentford. I can't lie to you. Chelsea looked poor in that game, man. Chelsea were poor. They were very, very poor. They were genuinely very, very poor, man. I don't think you can. I don't think you can really ask too much from Chelsea. I mean, Brentford. I mean, they did their job. They did their job to get a draw against Chelsea at home. Chelsea didn't need to play great. They led 2-1. Garnacho puts the ball into the box, ricochets to Caicedo, and Caicedo scores 2-1. But then again, Chelsea falling asleep at the back post. Garnacho loses his man, and that's the goal. Brentford
No,
could
it's
have.
how I kept emphasising that as well.
Brentford could have got more. They could have won the game, Brentford maybe. They could have won the game, Brentford, but
Emery's a shout as well, chat. Emery's a shout as well.
I don't see it because Villa are in the Europa League. Don't forget, Villa are in the
Good
Europa
point.
League.
Yeah, but I mean, I think they're on course to go 007 for not being able to score.
But I don't see a reason why you sack the Europa League winning manager, with the guy who's mastered it in the Europa League with many clubs. He's mastered it with Villarreal, Sevilla. So why sack him? He's if he takes Villa to the Europa League title, all's forgiven. All's forgiven. I think the main aim for Villa this year is the Europa League. I think they want to go for it because it's Unai Emery. It's Unai Emery managing them, so don't forget. I don't think they'll sack him now. Don't see Villa sacking Unai Emery, not yet. If they sack him, they won't win the Europa League. They ain't gonna win it. It'll be Forest with Ange, possibly. That's what I think.
Don't know about that.
Very surprised Chelsea didn't sign the ex-goalkeeper in Kelleher. Do you know what it is? Kelleher played for Brentford the other day, and he played well. He made some good saves as well. But I want to know your thoughts on the Chelsea game, man. Chelsea.
Well,
and you said the Garnacho thing as well, right?
Yeah, you're focusing a lot on the Garnacho thing, and I understand why.
It was.
It was his fault. Yeah, well, kind of his fault. I mean, the Chelsea defence in general. Then again, it should have been given offside via the rules.
Do you think so?
No. Genuinely, it should have done. But then again, after the Josh King thing at Fulham, and after the Eze free kick, which, plenty of free kicks have been scored before that didn't abide by that specific rule. I'd say swings and roundabouts. There's no conspiracy there. Just, I don't know.
Yeah.
With Chelsea, I mean, I didn't see the game because I thought Chelsea would win fairly comfortably and it would be pointless to watch. But I mean, you say they played poor. I don't know. I know I've been lurking on Chelsea Twitter for a bit, and apparently Gittins was very poor. Hato was very poor in his first start, if I'm not mistaken. Then again, he is only 18. I don't know why Maresca drops Cucurella in the first place, to be fair. I don't know why they played that Buonanotte in attacking midfield, because I don't think he's really Chelsea standard, in my opinion. Feel free to disagree. And I understand Palmer's injured, or Palmer was not fit to start. But yeah, it just seems like Maresca seems to rotate a lot, which obviously you need to, but I feel like he did it too heavily against Brentford. I think he did the same around the Christmas period, and yet again, I understand why. But I mean, despite spending £1.5 billion, a lot of the Chelsea players just aren't Chelsea standard, in my opinion. I mean, they've spent £1.5 billion, but their centre-back pairings, even at their best. I mean, Liverpool's is better and Arsenal's is better. And Arsenal's backups are better than Chelsea's first choice centre-backs. So, yeah. I think Chelsea will be fine. I think they've got a pretty tough game in midweek. And obviously, it's going to be a real kick in the teeth, conceding a 93rd minute winner at Brentford and then going to a ground that they haven't won at since 2013. But they'll be fine eventually. I mean, it's Chelsea. They're always going to be fine in the end. But more often than not, there's silverware at the end of the tunnel. So I wouldn't hit the panic stations too much, Chelsea fans. Let's not forget, I don't think they've ever won at the G-Tech, apart from in the Carabao Cup. So.
I think they've won 1-0 one time in the Premier League. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
They have. Yeah, I think they've only won once at the G-Tech.
One time I think it was it was. It was Tuchel who was the manager, wasn't it? It was 1-0.
I think they actually won twice in the same month at the G-Tech, but those are the only times they've won.
Mendy made a master. It was a Mendy masterclass that day. Don't forget, it was like a Mendy crazy save frenzy. I'm trying to say. I think that day.
Yeah.
Mistaken. Yeah. Sorry,
Now,
bro.
I don't. Chelsea certainly haven't won at the G-Tech for about 4 seasons in a row. So,
4 years
yeah,
now.
heritage, I suppose. Yeah.
3 years. Three. Since sorry, 3-4 years around that. Yeah, you're right. 3-4 years. Then one there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I had Chelsea finishing higher than Arsenal this season. So did I, to be fair. Actually, no, I didn't.
Well, no, I was like Arsenal and Chelsea fighting for third and fourth. You know.
I think Arsenal and Chelsea will be much more competitive to watch than most years. To be fair, this year it'll be a very competitive Arsenal Chelsea battle this year than most years. But yeah, that's my thoughts. You want anything more before we move on to the next? Before we move on to the next game,
I mean, what other games are there, Akron? I mean, a lot of 0-0s about.
Newcastle won. Walter Mata getting his goal. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Havertz is Hazard.
Talk about his talk about his price tag. Man bags a goal in his debut for Newcastle. All that talk, yeah, and he scores. Tells you
Got
how
off the
much
mark before Sesko, didn't
tells you how much of a creative team can provide for a striker, isn't it? That's what I say. We lack
he?
creativity.
Good cross by Jacob Murphy as well. I'll give him that.
Yep. This is why I say
I would say
Sesko.
Jacob Murphy is incredibly underrated as well.
If you have Gordon, you got Jacob Murphy and all these guys in your team. You got Guimaraes. You got creativity. At Man United, you got all these creative players can't create. I mean, sorry, bro. You were saying something about Jacob Murphy?
No, I just think he's a criminally underrated player.
He
And
is.
there's a reason why he keeps getting into Newcastle starting 11, despite the fact that the richest club in the world.
Should he be in the England squad in your opinion? Should Jacob Murphy be in the England squad?
I wouldn't be opposed to him being in the England squad. I don't think he should start naturally. But
Fair
I mean, we're pretty much qualified from the World Cup group stages. So
Yeah, fair.
why not give him a run out or two? Because I think he deserves it. He goes very much under the radar because I don't think he's a very fashionable name. You know,
Bournemouth 2, Brighton 1. And Fulham 1
Brighton
leads
very unlucky. 2 different injuries in the first half, if I'm not wrong.
to which players?
Hinshelwood and I can't remember the other one. It might be Minter. I think it might be Minter.
De Coupier?
Yeah, it could be. Ah, God knows. So I'm getting a bit of a sore throat.
No, you're good. No worries. De Coupier, I think. So yeah, I mean, look, I predicted the scoreline correct. I said 2-1 Bournemouth. I got that one spot on. I just didn't have a good feeling about Brighton going away to Bournemouth after Bournemouth just beat Tottenham away. After Bournemouth beating Spurs 1-0 away, it was always going to be tough for them. It was always going to be that, that, how do you say it? It's always going to be a tough away day for them. Away at Bournemouth, tough ground to go to the season. Will be tough. Irreal is a really good manager. You've got good players. Semenyo is a good player. You got what's his name again? Evan Nilsson. You've got Clivert as well. Bournemouth has some good players and Trafford as well. Trafford, who's been a quality signing, replacing Turquez at left back. So, like I said, some good players Bournemouth have, and Fulham 1, Leeds 0. I didn't watch the game, but unless you wanna add anything on that real quick, and then
They're just really unlucky own goal. Leeds deserved a point, but ultimately we didn't get it.
Leeds are falling apart again.
Well, so United, mate.
well, yeah, true, but
I think you're both on the same amount of points.
I think we are. Everton 0, Aston Villa 0, Sunderland 0, Crystal Palace 0. That's really about it, to be honest with you. That's all the games we've spoken about. FPL. And then we'll wrap up, and then we'll go to the Champions League show.
Yep. I'm going to put my phone on charge.
No
Thing
worries.
is, with FPL, I was debating whether I should transfer out Sills because he hasn't kept a clean sheet yet, and under the management of Ange, I don't think he's going to keep as many clean sheets as he did last year.
Yeah.
Or it be in contention for the Golden Glove. But I saw they have Burnley away, so I thought I'd give him one more week. I've got 4 free transfers at the minute because I haven't made one yet. Jeremy Frimpong, I'm lucky that Ian Matson and Twanzebe didn't play because that meant Frimpong was the one to come off the bench and bagged me an extra 4 points. So that was very clutch. Obviously, it counts as an assist because his cross was handballs by Hannibal, which counts as an FPL assist. I was debating whether I should transfer someone out. I'm thinking about transferring Morgan Rogers out, but I don't know. Knowing my luck, as soon as I transfer him out, he'll start banging for Villa again. I can't remember who they've got other weekends, but I think it's a pretty favourable game. So I'm going to keep him in for another week. I've switched my captaincy to Haaland, the same way I did with Salah when Arsenal played them. So hopefully I jinx him. But anyway, yeah, basically no changes from the start of the season.
For me, Stell's got 1 point, Gabriel 9 points, Van de Ven 14, Cucurella got 1 point at Steve who got 4 points on the bench. Ronaldo got me 6 points. That's a huge W. Ronaldo from Sunderland got me 6 points. India got me 5 points. Salah got me 9 with the penalty, obviously. Kudus got me 3 points. Rangers got me 3. João Pedro with 7. And that Erling Haaland, that last ditch decision I made. I said, you know what, leave it. I'll captain Haaland. Safe choice. Because it is Man United. It's a shit team that he's playing against. You might as well put him in there. And he bagged 2 goals. Could have had a hat trick. Listen, work this week in my opinion. I could have been clear of everyone if I triple captained him. I could have been far ahead of the rest, But
I won't waste your triple captain just yet.
You man are lucky I didn't triple captain this guy, by the way, because I could have blown you guys out this week. I could have blown you out this week, and trust me, I need to get more cocky in this game because I over the years I've been unlucky with my decisions, very unlucky with my decisions. Trust me, I've been playing till final game weeks, this and that. This season, yeah. Oh my days, I need to go at it. I need to go at it, bro. You know what I mean? Xhaka 5 points, Munoz 5 points, Haaland 13, Salah captain 16 points. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. But yeah, Keller got me 2, Maino got me 1, Esteve got me 4, and Guiu got me 0 points in Chelsea. But yeah, that's all the FPL results. Anything you want to add before you close out in the Premier League show, and we'll go on to the Champions League show in literally a few minutes. I'll send you the link.
Yep. Nothing to add apart from everyone that's still watching. Go straight to the Champions League stream. I believe King should be on, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So there'll be more than just 2 people for you guys to ask questions about and debate and what have you. So yeah, looking forward to it.
100%, bro. 100%. I've scheduled it for 7:45, but I'll move it to 7:30. 7:30 p.m. I'll give you some time to charge your phone and everything, and we'll hop back on stream.
Yeah, okay. Sweet. Thanks.
But guys, see you in a bit. See you in a few minutes. Make sure you guys hit the like button, sub to the channel, 15 likes, and let's get to 450 subs. We're 9 subs away. So let's get there, people. Let's get to 9 subs. But yeah, guys, tune in, people. We're out for a bit. Take care. See you in a bit. Peace.
7:30.